Hey everybody, this is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. And this is Bubba.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. Now Bubba is from Tennessee, and what made you decide to come over here and visit with us?
Watching this wild man's videos. I just had to meet him.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we're tickled to death that you're here, Bubba. And we got a lot planned. But what we're going to do here real quick, folks, is we're going to take a tour of Bubba's awesome cargo trailer conversion. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right. We're here at the nose of the trailer here with Bubba, and we're going to talk about, first, Bubba, let's talk about this this box we got sitting here up in the V of the nose here. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, this is called an RV lock box.
Uh-huh.
I ordered it from a company. I believe that's their name, RV Lock Box.
Okay.
In Washington State. And I got 2 of the fiberglass matte batteries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All your plumbing to the batteries come in here. The temperature sensor, your monitor, all that, battery charger.
Okay. And I see you got your bolts run through right here to bolt it in place right here.
It's bolted right to the
studs?
Yep.
All right.
To the steel beams.
Cool. Awesome.
And I also just did a couple bed coated brackets on the bottom to help distribute the weight.
Oh yeah, I see that now.
Set it on aluminum frame.
You bet. Yeah. Well, that's really cool the way you've got that mounted there. And of course, here's your 30 amp power inlet mounted right down here. And tell us about this setup you got going right here.
Well, I got 30 amp coming in like you would any campsite. I have 2 of these cords. One regular RV cord where you plug into your campsite.
Yeah.
This one I cut off and put a regular extension cord because I have a generator in the back of the truck.
Right.
I have the generator wired to the back bumper, and you can plug this in while you're going down the road, wire tie it. If you ever stop, you need power, you got your generator.
Yeah. Plus, you've got a regular house-type refrigerator inside, too, and I'm assuming it keeps it going down the road, too.
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Fantastic.
And then got 6-gauge wire running from your battery on the charge vehicle. Comes to the bumper, and a wire plugs into here. That runs to a Renogy 20 amp DC to DC charger, which charges my batteries, and it's just like a smart charger. It won't overcharge or undercharge.
Gotcha.
As long as the engine's running, I'm charging my batteries.
There you go. So that keeps your batteries charged up while you're going down the road. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I see you went ahead and mounted one of these bubbles right here to help you level it out. This spot was fairly level, I can see.
Yeah, this is a nice spot here.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about that before. We don't think there's a bad spot at all in this campground at all.
This is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Here.
How are you enjoying it? While we're talking about it, how are you enjoying your stay here?
This is great.
Yeah. Isn't that water pretty right now?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to swing around here just a little bit and let them see. Of course, you're up a little ways up on the hill there a little bit, but you still got a pretty good view of the water. And the water this time of year is just a gorgeous blue tint in that water. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So
beautiful place.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's walk on over here to the side and look at a couple other things we got going on here.
And like inside for my sink and my tub, I have a black water tank, but I'm using it as a gray water tank. Here's my dump valve, and that all sits above the floor. I did a little deflector shield in case you hit something, you wouldn't knock this off going
there
down
you
the
go.
road.
That's pretty smart. Pretty smart thinking there.
Then we have your fill for your fresh water.
Your gravity fill.
Little door, and there's the pump, all your lines, the water tank, the outdoor shower. And you can get to everything and cut it off from there.
And you can have hot and cold water at this shower, is that right?
It's only one or the other.
Gotcha.
I've got only water running through the hot water tank, so if the hot water's tank on, you have hot water.
I got you.
You know, that was easier.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Well, cool. All right, now we're going to check out the inside in a little bit, but I was commenting about your back door here. So let's go back and just look at your back door for now, and then in a minute, while we're doing the inside, we'll talk more about that.
Regular 3-foot door.
Right.
With your bar that locks it.
And then you got your little air conditioner right here.
Yep.
Yeah. And how many BTU is that air conditioner?
That's a 5,000 BTU.
Yeah. And how many amps does it draw? You were telling me
3.9 amps.
3.9 amps, and it keeps your trailer nice and cool with no problem.
Yes.
All right. Well, what really caught my attention here was at first, when I first saw your trailer from a distance, I thought you had regular cargo doors on the back. And then when we got back here and looked closer, it was obvious, you know, that. And then they offset that door over to one side, and of course that gave a real nice spot to hang your air conditioner right here. Now, do you leave that air conditioner there when you're going down the road?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Permanently mounted. See, even added a couple guitar strings.
Aha. So it holds it in place just fine, right?
Yep.
All right.
You can play guitar if you want to.
There you go. Play guitar right there.
And got my security lights, one
right
on the back, one on the front.
Right,
door.
motion sensor lights there. And then I noticed you've got a setup here for a TV antenna.
Yeah,
right
until
here.
I can do better on the antenna. That seems to be working pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. How many channels you getting down here? Have you messed with
I
it
think
to
it's
see?
about 7.
Really?
Yeah.
You're doing good down here. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, I think we're ready to look on the inside. So we'll be right back in just a second, folks, and we'll start talking about the inside. We're going to go up to the front part first, okay?
All right.
All right, man. Be right back. All right, now we're sitting up here in the nose of the trailer, and first we're going to talk about your kitchen layout. And if I'm shaking a little bit here, if the video's shaking a little bit, I want to apologize, folks. I got the sun shining right in my eyes, and so it's hard for me to see the screen. All I really see on the screen is my shiny going bald head is what I see right now. So anyway, but we're going to talk about your little kitchen setup you got here, Bubba. So what do we got going here first? What about your...
I did I believe it was a 30-inch cabinet.
Uh-huh.
And just basic cabinet. Put some storage down here.
Yeah, yeah.
A little small sink.
Uh-huh. Yeah, pretty cool. And you got a little cooktop here.
Yeah, until I can do something better.
Uh-huh.
I did a little cubby hole to put some silverware and plastic stuff.
Cool. Yeah.
And Insignia, I believe it's 3.2 cubic foot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's similar to the one that Deb and I have.
Yeah, it's a refrigerator freezer.
Right. Right.
And then a little 750 watt microwave, I believe it is.
Right. Yeah. Now your sink here, it does drain into the gray water tank, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And the gray water tank, let me see if I can get over here and get it sets up underneath there. Right. And how big is your gray water tank?
10 gallon.
10 gallon. 10 gallon gray water tank. All righty. And now where's your fresh water tank at?
Right here under the bed.
Right under the bed. So it sets
30 gallon.
Yeah, and it's a 30 gallon freshwater tank. And then you've got an electric hot water tank. And if you can get over there and show us where that's at. There you go. And that is a Bosch 2.5 gallon, is that right?
Yes.
110 volt electric tank.
Yes.
Right. And how many watts does it pull?
1,440 watts.
1,440 watts, yeah. Well, I'm thinking about doing something like that in our van, so we could do an overnight trip somewhere and leave our trailer parked somewhere. And if I do that, that's probably the hot water tank that I'm going to go with, is right there. Yeah. I wish I would have discovered those before I went with the one that I have in my trailer now. But that's pretty cool. And your bed is a
full-size bed.
Full-size bed. Uh-huh.
And I had the water tank, some storage, the middles for extra water, soda pops.
Yeah.
The last 3 places towards the back door, half of it's tools, half of it's food and dry stuff.
Aha, gotcha. All righty. All righty. All right. Well, we're going to...
I did a little cover over the hot water tank.
Yeah.
So that's a little nightstand.
Uh-huh. And you were telling me how you have that set up where if you need to get to something right there, you can pop it loose pretty easily. Is that right?
It's 4 screws.
Uh-huh.
And this is like a puzzle. It's just 2 pieces come apart.
Uh-huh.
And then you saw me lift this up.
Yeah.
You can pull all this out.
Right.
With a screwdriver and be able to get to all your plumbing.
That's pretty cool. So have everything accessible. That's a
your
important
drain,
thing.
Yep. Your drain, the valve for the hot water tank in case it gets too hot.
Yeah.
It spits.
Uh-huh.
All that's in the floor.
Right.
All that's waterproofed underneath.
Yeah.
Even the tub's waterproof.
Yeah.
Even the underneath the fresh water tank, all that's been waterproofed. And I used transom drains like you have in a boat with rubber stoppers.
Cool.
So if I did have a leak, I can pull the drain plug and I won't ruin my trailer.
There you go. Yeah. What we'll do when we get closer in there in a little bit, I'll let you pop up one of those panels and we'll show them what we're talking about, how you seal that and waterproof that cavity underneath there and where your drains are so that you can pop out right quick if you need to. Fair enough?
Good.
All right. All right, we're gonna talk about the where the tub is and where the electrical all comes in. So we'll be right back and talking about that. Give us just a second here. All right, now we're back where the tub is and everything, Bubba. So why don't you tell us about that right quick?
Nice little fancy shower curtain.
Yeah, yeah.
A little 2x3 RV style tub.
Yeah.
And I have a regular shower head that you can cut on and off, RV style. And I also did just a garden hose type of sprayer.
Yeah. That makes it a lot easier sometimes.
To clean it up.
Yeah.
Have your on-off switch for your pump up here, just a regular household style switch. Good enough.
Yeah.
And then because the gray water tank is you're standing on the floor of it.
Right.
I built up part of the floor, so I have storage on one side. And then here's the other side, and you see this is all waterproof.
Right. Now what did you seal that with?
Flex seal.
Flex seal.
Yep. And I used boat transom drains, the brass fittings.
Yeah.
Bored a hole. Say we had a water leak. I won't ruin my camper.
Right.
The water is contained all in here. Even under the tub is waterproof. There's even a drain back there. And you can drain your water out if you had a leak, which I hope I never had.
I'm going to stand up here. By the way, I was sitting on your bed there, and you got a nice, comfortable mattress. That felt good.
Ain't too bad.
All right. We'll let you tell us about how you have your electrical setup here.
Well, here's all your 12-volt systems. Here's your negative bus bar. Here's your fuses.
Right.
Anything 12-volt coming in. I went on and come off of the junction from your 12-volt series for your water pump. Did a little heavier duty fuse. Then the electrical part comes in, extension cords run through the top. So if I ever had a problem, remove this top trim and all the electric is up there.
Yeah.
So what you saw outside was a 30 amp service. That's right here. This is two.
Let me get over here. Yeah, there you go. There's your panel. I'm sorry I'm getting your way there, but I got to get over here like this so we can see it.
This is two arc fault breakers. 20 and a 15 amp. They run in, split to two GFIs. Here's the large inverter. This is a 3,000 watt inverter. There's your power switch.
There's your, yeah, I didn't have the camera pointing right. So this is your 3,000 watt inverter right here, what you got your right hand on. Right there.
Here's the remote power switch.
And that's the remote power switch.
Here's a circuit breaker for the DC side.
Okay.
This another circuit. A little voltmeter. Tells you your batteries. On-off switch to kill all the 12 volt.
Okay. So that kills everything.
Right.
If you got an issue with your 12 volt and you need to kill it all quick, you just go there and throw that, and you got everything shut down.
This little switch here cuts the Renogy 20 amp DC to DC charger on.
Okay.
It has to have power flow to it to make it operate. And then we have a battery charger. All that's mounted. The wires run back through what you saw outside and are permanently put onto the battery.
Okay.
All right. If anywhere I am, and I have a 1,000 watt inverter that I use to run the refrigerator when I'm driving.
I got you. Okay.
My thinking is smaller inverter, less power, it's draining from my batteries.
Yeah.
So all this is running everything in the camper. If I stop and I don't have power, I can unplug one of these, plug it into the inverter, run a certain item. Or if I'm at a camp, I got power, or I'm running generator, whatever. Everything's controlled right here. I have them all labeled what you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it works for you, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Works for you.
I understand it. Some people might not.
That's all that matters, man. That you understand it.
Right.
But it's really cool the way you got it set up. You running off your smaller inverter when you're going down the road, because all you're caring about is powering the generator. But then if you want to stop and make something to eat or something like that, you've got a way you can redo your setup here, and then you can start cooking. Is that right?
Well, this powers the refrigerator.
Right. I got you.
Down the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So anytime I need to switch something up, if I don't have a place to plug in, or I can't start my generator up, and I have to rely on my batteries, I just figure which one of these I need to make work.
Okay. I got you. All right. All right, we're going to move on to the back part of the trailer here, and it's going to take me a minute to back out of here. And with this boot I got on, this big old boot I got protecting my foot, kind of makes me a little clumsy. So, but we'll be right back, folks, and we'll talk about the back part of the trailer. Be right back. Hang on. All right, so now we're back here at the back of the trailer, and you've got yourself a little living room area back here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, the first thing I noticed, though, was your bug screen there. Tell us about your bug screen you got back here.
Well, this is just one of those screens, magnetic.
Yeah?
That you can get on Amazon, I believe.
Yeah, you think you got this one on Amazon instead of Walmart.com,
huh? And just got it screwed up there.
Yeah, yeah. Does it work pretty good for you?
Yes, it does.
Well, awesome. Fantastic. Well, I'll let you go ahead and step inside. I don't think I'm so clumsy with this boot, and I'm going to do the shooting from out here. And we'll talk about your little living area you got here. Get down up here. There we go. All right. Go ahead now, Bubba.
Well, we got a full-size bed.
Yeah.
And underneath it, you have all the storage.
Oh, yeah.
All the different compartments.
Yeah, you got several panels you can pop off there to get the stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The center 3 panels are all waterproof, too.
Okay.
That's where extra water, gallons of water, soda pop, stuff like that goes, 2 liters. In case one of them started leaking, I got that water contained, too.
There you go. Very smart thinking.
I still haven't finished. I left 70 inches from here to the back wall.
Okay.
I'm going to put a reclining love seat right here.
Okay.
So right now I just got, extra recliner I had at the house.
Well, you got you a nice comfortable chair there to relax in, that's for sure. Yes, for sure. And then you got your TV up there behind your head, I see.
Yeah, a little 12-volt Axis, I think it is.
Okay.
And your DVD.
Okay.
And I got a little 300-watt inverter here. In case I'm boondocking, you might as well say. I don't have power.
Yeah.
I can power up a DVD player and the TV with the 300-watt.
I got you.
Pure sine wave. I went on to spend a little extra money. And
you bet.
Got
well,
a good one.
It's always best to use pure sine wave with electronic equipment like that. That's for sure.
I'm checking out some of these little USB fans. See the one up there by the light?
Let me see if I can zoom in on it there. Yeah, that little one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How's it working out for you so far?
They ain't too bad, but I haven't had to use it,
Yeah.
And well, you can see my 2 carbon monoxide detectors.
Right.
I got 2 smoke detectors.
Yeah. Yeah. That's always wise to have them in your trailer.
And then here's another little Walmart special. Little dresser.
Yep. Sure enough.
I got it halfway mounted. I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to put it. Endless breeze fan.
Now, is it 110 volt?
No, it's 12 volt.
It's 12 volt. All right. Cool. Awesome. Fantastic. What's this right there?
Your thermometer for outside and inside.
All right. What did the temperature get down to last night?
51, I think it was.
51? Yeah, well, when I looked this morning, on AccuWeather, they claimed it was 49 when I looked, but they don't get the measurements from here. So anyway, but yeah, when you get your love seat in here, this is going to be really cool. It's pretty cool right now, just with the recliner, that's for sure. Yeah.
And realize I've still got to do the 1-inch hard packed foam insulation and do laminate over top of that. I want to make sure everything's right before I do that.
Yeah, and one thing that we did not mention, you do have a full 1-inch thick foam in the walls, and it came out to like 1.5 inches in the ceiling, right?
Three pieces a 1/2 inch thick in the ceiling, 2 in the walls.
Right. So
and that's that foam foil back
foam board, right? 1/2 inch thick foil back foam board, and you went with 2 layers there and 3 layers on the ceiling. Right, exactly. And another thing that we forgot to mention, and Deb was yelling at me just now because we keep forgetting it. The size of your trailer is a
16 by 7.
16 by 7, and the height is
6'6".
6'6". So you're 6'6" tall, 7 foot wide, and 16 foot long, plus the V. Right. Which is the size of our trailer. I think the only difference with ours is we got a little bit taller height because I'm a tall dude.
Right. And if you notice one thing, a lot of people might not like it. I'll step out of the way. I left just a little bit of space when I did my bed.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead of crawling over the bed, I can actually step through.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Sure. That's a whole lot easier. Yeah, we have to roll across ours because ours is a full-length 80-inch queen-size mattress on ours. But we've learned how to deal with it. That's for sure. It was important to me to have that because I'm such a tall dude. You know, my
and a couple little shelves, one over the air conditioning, one over the little nightstand.
yeah.
And a little portable thing to put your DVDs and some stuff, you know.
Yeah, cool. It really does work good for you, Bubba, and it's obvious how well it works for you. And of course, we were talking a minute ago, you still got a few little things you want to fine tune here and there and stuff like that, and you're learning as you go. And how many times have you been out in your trailer since you got to this point of the build?
This is only the third time.
Only the third time?
Yes.
So you did tell me this was kind of a trip to see how everything was working and figure out the things you might need to do to change things a little bit here and there. And
to personally meet you and your wife.
And we really do appreciate that. We really, really do. And that's another thing, Deb and I, we get so excited when people come to see us. And we've got to meet a lot of our followers already in the short time that we've been here.
Well, that's good.
So, yeah, and we get so tickled when people come by to see us. In fact, we heard from one couple that met us a few weeks ago here. They're planning on coming back over the Thanksgiving holidays. So who knows? Maybe someday we'll be able to arrange some kind of a rendezvous for cargo conversions, you know, and just have a bunch of, wouldn't that be neat?
That would sound real nice.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yes,
Maybe we'll talk about that later on down and everything. So anyway, let me back out of here a little bit. I'm walking around in this boot. See, this boot I have to walk around in for a while my foot continues to heal. And by the way, it's healing really good, so I'm tickled to death about that.
You talk about his traveling companion.
Oh yeah, let's talk about your traveling companion.
See my baby.
Okay. I'm behind you.
Roxy girl. You gonna be a good girl?
She was talking, her and Deb was talking a little bit ago.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So there's the Roxy.
There's
girl.
Roxy. That's your traveling companion there.
Yes, it is.
And how old is Roxy?
She's not quite 2.
Not quite 2. Well, she's just as cute as can be. That's for sure. Yeah. She's got a halter on very similar to the one we have for Delilah.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, it's same color and everything. Sure enough. I doubt if her and Delilah would get along, though. Imagine. How does she do with cats?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No.
Well, I know Delilah don't do well with dogs. So, anyway. Well, it sure is. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Huh?
Say hi.
Anyway. Well, Bubba, we've really enjoyed doing the walkthrough on your trailer. And I'm sure a lot of folks are going to appreciate it, you know, being able to see what you've done there. And I guess, let's see. Let's come on back over here. Why don't you sit down there next to Deb, Bubba, for a second, and we'll like I said, I hope you all enjoyed the walkthrough that we just did with Bubba and his awesome conversion. And one of the things that we want to point out is, you know, nobody has to do everything exactly the way everybody else does theirs. Right, Bubba?
That's right.
That's right. What you do is you build your conversion the way it fits you the best. Is that right?
That is right.
Absolutely correct. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. And you know what our slogan is at the end of our videos. You remember that?
We're not camping, we're living.
Exactly.
That's right.
This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. We'll see you again soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye now.